Hello and welcome back to the Championship Manager Lockdown Challenge, and I'm just noticing there's a bit of an echo in this room. That's not good, but we've recently just had a bit of a tidy up and we're getting our Christmas tree and all that ready and stuff like that, so we've rejigged the room around, so that's probably why that's going to be. So I might have to look at relocating where I record future episodes. But we are back, like I say, with the Lockdown Challenge on Championship Manager 97 1998, and I believe it's episode 13. That could be well wrong because I've got a lot of the episode numbers mixed up and jumbled up in the recordings lately, so if it's not, you'll see a little number pop up on the screen now, just correcting myself. But yeah, last time out, so the last episode was the quintessential bottle job at the end of the season, losing to Wimbledon. I'm actually in the process of probably making that screen into a bit of a t-shirt, just for a bit of a laugh. If that's something you want to buy, that might be going up on my merch store, which is possibly going up soon. It's t-shirts and merch, that sort of stuff. It's kind of something I've been working on a lot during like the first couple of lockdowns, not related to Championship Manager on my channel, just generally just getting into print on demand, stuff like that. It's been quite good, so I might branch out a little bit, and just if there is any interesting stuff, I've got a few good ideas that I want to put out there, not necessarily related to the channel, but certainly Championship Manager related, retro gaming related, that sort of thing. But we're back today with just a look around the timeline. We'll have a look at the next challenge as well. I've gone pretty much, as you can see, we're on the 9th of June. I think I've gone right up before the game starts retiring people, that sort of stuff. I'm pretty sure that's where I am. And I've run the player comparison, so we'll see who retires for next season, see who we can bring in. We'll have a look at next season's challenge as well. Like I said, we'll pop that up on the screen at the end. We'll go through that. Actually, no, what we'll do, we'll talk about that now. So let me just bring that up on the screen now, and I'm just going to get my notes to compare for you. I wasn't very prepared. I didn't have the screen open up and ready. So here we are. So I'm popping the new challenge chalkboard on the screen now. If you want to see Season 2's outcome, I'm not going to put that up on this video. Go back to the last episode, check that out, see how we did. You'll see how we ended the season and everything that we ticked off and how many points we made. So this one changes a little bit. So what we're doing, we've got a challenge to get to the Spanish Segunda Division, and we have to get there by the July the 16th. So I've got just over a month to find a job. In that regard, I mean, do you know what? I'll talk about the actual what's happened in regards to that in the next episode, because a lot's happened between the end of the season and now. So there's a bit. I've made some notes, but we'll talk about it in the next episode. We'll just go through what we actually got to do. So we've got to secure a job in the Segunda Division between now and July the 16th. If we don't manage to do that, then we'll have to retire this manager, start a new one from blank, and we get 0 bonus for that. If we do manage to secure a job, there's 75 points up for grabs. So what we're hoping is between now and then, either someone loses the job. If it hasn't happened already at the end of the season, it probably isn't going to happen. So now we're kind of at the point, hopefully someone retires and their job comes up. I was hoping someone from the Spanish Premier Division, a good team, got relegated. We'll have a look at that as well, but I'm hoping that someone has. I haven't had a look, I don't know who has. I know who won the title, which we'll see in a minute, so I know it's not them. But in terms of points, so we get our final points total in the league table is what we get a bonus of. A promotion bonus of 125 points. Now this league is, I've looked at this in one of the other look around videos. It looks complicated. There's 4 teams in that promotion, above that promotion line, but only one ever seems to go up. It's unless there's some sort of playoff or something happening still I'm not aware of. We'll have a look and try and figure it out. If anyone in the comments has anything to add when we get to that point, I'll ask as well. It can give me a bit of a guidance, that'd be great. So we've got number of goals scored by your top goal scorer in all competitions. So again, we're looking for someone to really sort of deliver a lot of goals for us this season. I've got a few ideas in mind if we can lure them in. Sounding a bit creepy there, lure them in, but we've got 10 points for every goal scored by a goalkeeper, so that'll be something we're looking at getting in. A goalkeeper with good set pieces, maybe a way of doing that. Stick him on penalties, stick him on free kicks, see what we can grasp from that. We'll get -10 for every player averaging under 7 at the end of the season when their average rating. Oh, that's going to be a tough one. So there's no chucking subs on for the last 10 minutes needlessly really in this save. It's going to be a static 11, just trying to get them all on high ratings. And there'll be serious penalties if you release players averaging less than 7. Selling them is fine, but you have to play up to the Euro 2000 final, including the final itself. Okay, I don't know why that's in there. There must be something that comes with that. We'll have a look. But let's go and look around the world. So Premier Division. Who won the league title? Liverpool got it this year. I did actually see that pop up on goal difference. Wow. They scored 3 more and conceded 2 more. So it's basically based on 1 goal in that. Identical win, loss and draw records. Wow. Who was Liverpool sort of, yeah, obviously we knew they had Maldini. They bought Costa in. He's had a fantastic season. Gary Pallister from Man United for 400k. Dubry, a bit of a rejigged defence there. Nerlinger is listed already. Okay. They've got Didier Deschamps to show up the midfield. They brought in Gould, who I mentioned in the last look around video, or one of the last videos. He's had a decent season. Not many assists. I got a lot of assists out of him. Owen, okay. Okay, Fowler's done well. I imagine that's going to put him quite close to the top goal scorer, I'd imagine. I wonder if I could sign Ince now. It doesn't matter. We've lost the points. We're not even trying. Arsenal, my team, finishing 3rd, just ahead of Tottenham. Well, 5 points clear of Tottenham. Who went down? Southampton, Coventry and Barnsley. So Barnsley do finally succumb to relegation. They survived once, couldn't survive the second time. Who's in charge? Still Danny Wilson. Okay, he's kept his job. Coventry, have they managed to sign anyone? I know Dave at the moment. I mean, this is coming out way after it's actually happening. But he started his new series is doing Barnsley, so I'll be intrigued to see how that goes. But they've managed to sign some people. I know he's struggling with that a little bit. Let's have a look. And that's my phone going off. I'll have to get that in a moment. It's not important. I know it's not. Let's have a look at goal scorers we wanted to see. Top goal scorers is Robbie Fowler, Ronaldo from Man United, Alan Shearer. I mean, not a bad top 3 there, is it? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, as I'm recording, has just been sacked as manager of Man United. So, yeah, there's that to see. A few surprise ones up there. Graham Fenton, never seen him do too much before. Luis Garcia, don't know who he is, I don't think. He's got a decent record for Sunderland there. He's the new Kevin Phillips. But obviously we know how Division 1 went, so we're not going to have a look at that because we were in it. Division 2, Preston come up, Walsall come up and Carlisle come up. Who went down? Charlton, I think. So they're not coming back up. Luton, Southend, York and Oxford. I'm not too sure. York obviously were a team near the bottom when we were in that division. They've now finally gone down. Player tables, we've got Natip Pontchartrain. I wanted to sign him, couldn't get him. He'd already gone to Carlisle, unfortunately. Gifton Noel Williams, he's already gone to Derby. Okay, so he was top goal scorer, possibly not even there the whole season, but still got it. Anyone else? Andrew Cook, I think he's gone to Munich 1860. Okay. Right, okay, we've seen some random transfers already. Sean Goto, he was there or thereabouts when we were in the division as well. Did we see who got relegated? We didn't. Yes, we did. And then Division 3, we've got Swansea coming up, Leyton Orient coming up, Rotherham coming up, and Lincoln through the playoffs. Who's disappearing out of the Football League? Torquay, Helen Chamberlain's team, of course, from Soccer AM. And I know who's replacing them because I saw it come up in the job thing when I was looking for a Spanish job. Kidderminster are coming up, I believe. Unless they're already here. No. But I'm pretty sure they had a blank team out. So you get a team from the non-league who's rated in the non-league will replace them. But they'll replace them as a blank slate. No players. Or more often not, no players, no manager. That sort of thing. Doncaster surviving. The worst team in the game. They won the Fair Play Award. Which actually I'm going to show, I think, in this episode. Yeah. So just quickly popping up on the screen now. We had the end of season awards. We got the Manager of the Year for Division 1. No, did we? Yes, we did. We didn't get the last Manager of the Month. Wimbledon Manager got that, joking here. But Netherlands also got the top goal scorer, as we kind of knew. FA Cup, last results. So the Cup final, Man United beat my team Arsenal. Paul Scholes and Solskjaer getting the goals in extra time, by the looks of it. Rob Jones getting the goal for Arsenal. Okay, so they got a play. They took the lead on 10 minutes. Solskjaer, Gary Neville gets sent off. We equalise, and then Scholes in extra time. You can't say it's not deserved, to be fair. Looking at the stats, League Cup last results. Man United beat Leicester. So Man United got the cup double, but lost the league to bitter rivals Liverpool. you know, ending that sort of run of things. Leicester, oh, they are in the Premier League. Okay, I wasn't sure if they were in the Division 1 still, but we didn't play them. I remembered that because they got quite a good team there. And Fenton obviously did quite well with the goals, didn't he? But Paul Scholes scoring again there. Ronaldo didn't play in the FA Cup final by the looks of it. Marcel Desailly, I mean, some of these teams, Thuram is in that team as well. Some of these teams have got some amazing players. If we skip over to the French division, Auxerre getting the title. Okay, so they've got Soren Anderson. They've signed him from AB. Not done too great. Stefan Guivarch, obviously, in real life about now would have been, what, leaving Newcastle after being hyped up for World Cup 98. I had him in my dream team. I remember it. Didn't deliver. Went to Newcastle. Had him in my dream team again, thinking, oh, he's got to deliver sometime. He didn't. And off he went. William Gallas there in for Auxerre. He's coming from Marseille. Hasn't played. They've got Teddy Lucic. Good young Swedish defender. Again, hasn't really played. Sabri Lamucci. He starts there. Steve Marley. He normally goes quite early. I've normally see him go quite quick. Diomed normally goes as well. They've managed to retain. He normally goes to Liverpool, I see quite often on my saves. Lilian Compan. Good stats by the looks of it, but not quite delivering. In terms of, so Monaco, Marseille, PSG, the usual kind of suspects near the top. Who's going down? Lille, Cannes, and Wasquahal. Probably slaughtered that name, that pronunciation. Players tables. We didn't want to look at that. We want to look at top goal scorers. Freddie Canute for Lyon, David Trezeguet, Stefan Guivarch, Ikpeba Rizzatelli, Maurice Bakayoko Papan, Marley Roussel, not sure. Assist, we didn't look at this really in the other league, but we'll have a quick look. See now, Ikpeba, I've never really had much trust in when I did my Monaco save, so maybe he was worth a pop. I kept trying to sell him, couldn't sell him. I think his work permit ran out. So yeah, that was good. Division 2, Nancy, have they still got? No, they had. Oh, who's the Irish side? Cascarino, I think, played for them in this game at the start, or certainly one of them. Might have retired by this game. Frederick Nee, I remember him, one of the later Championship managers, goes on a free. He's quite good. He's banged in the goals there for Caen as they're going up. Charleville, don't know too much about them. They got David Rincon. Okay, it's not the one I thought it was. Dave might be familiar with him because obviously he plays for Mulhouse there. I don't remember that name popping up, but that was a while ago now. So maybe he was. Saint Etienne missing out. Who else? Strasbourg missing out. Some big teams in this division, and a few of these jobs I know come up on, but I'll talk about that in the next episode. Goal scorers, did we look at that? No, David Rincon, Graham Lassau's brother, Yannick, Risto Stoichkov playing for Nimes. What's going on there? Okay. Reginald Ray is a great name. So that's the French division. Now we come to where we're interested in. We'll have a look at the annual awards actually. I did pop it up earlier, but just in case I forget on the editor. In fact, no, I can't look at last. Okay, past European awards. Figo. Oh, is it not going to let me see? Oh, these are players. Yeah, it's not showing the current ones for some reason. What the hell? It has been awarded. Okay, we'll have to make sure I remember to pop it up on the screen then. But yeah, we should look at the monthlies. Go to the English League. Kinnear got the last one. There is one more to be played, but there's no game, so I don't even know how that would be judged. I imagine Kinnear will just get it just from sheer winning the title, I guess. I don't know. So, Primera Division in Spain. I saw this pop up, so I know Barcelona won a title. I was hoping Barcelona and Real Madrid would get relegated and their job would come up. Atletico Madrid in there as well. I did see Juninho get injured as well for 5 months. He had a good season, so they're going to struggle. He might make it back for the start of next season. Vieri will. They got Veron. They've got some good players in there, so that would have been a good one if one of these three had gone down, but unfortunately not. Tenerife I quite like as well. They've got Roy Mackay up in their team. I'd like to give him a go, try and get something out of him, but no, they're not either. But Barcelona win it quite comfortably in the end, 9 points clear. Good goal difference, blew away the goals on everyone. The conceded was Real Madrid and them did quite well, but yeah, but who's going down? So again, it's not sets. There must be a playoff or something in this scenario. So there's 4 teams due to go down: Villarreal, Logroñés, Salamanca, Las Palmas. Right, they're the 4 bottom, which will show you Division 2 in a minute. Let's have a look if there's next fixtures. Next fixtures. No fixtures found. I'm very confused. That was the last day was there. So that's all the results. That's just the table. Okay, so we go to the Segunda Division. We'll have a look at the players in a moment. So if you see here, we've got Valladolid going up. Then we've got Rayo Vallecano, Real Zaragoza and Compostela. 3 spots there. What's going on? No, Like, there's a line here. You can see Celta Vigo missing out. So if their job comes up, that'd be quite good. They got relegated recently, so they should have a good, decent team. So I don't know what's going on. What happens to these players? These teams rather. There's no next fixtures here. Last results is just the league. Well, let's have a look at player tables in this one quickly. Christoph Ohen, he's going up with Compostela. Well, he's possibly going up with Compostela. We don't know. Don't know too many of these players. Ricardo Sapinto I'm aware of. Emilio Butragueno. They must have snapped him up on a free. Yeah, cheap. He's Real Madrid legend, of course. And watch this space, actually. I've got a good, related to kind of legends, I guess, in a way. I've got a Football Manager 22 series, I guess, if you like, in the pipeline. It was something, when I used to do Football Manager, it's something I was toying with, and I think I did 1 or 2. And then I stopped before I really got in the flow, and I had a lot of other ideas related to it on the go, but I just never got really into it. But yeah, so top goal scorers in the top division: Davor Suker for Real Madrid, Oliver Bierhoff for Bilbao, Kiko for Madrid, Alfonso for Barcelona. Recognise him as well. He's had a couple of good seasons. Finidi George at Betis as well, Ajax legend, not shown in his history, but he is. Kovacevic went to Juventus, I think, and Parma in the end eventually. Ortega, I mean, he went around most of the big clubs. Sent off in World Cup 98 as well against Holland, I think. The game that Bergkamp done that amazing goal. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with this division. So I don't know if there's any rules. Let me know in the description, in the comments below, what happens with those teams that are in those other 3 promotion spots and those 4 relegated position teams, because no one's been officially relegated. Maybe, hopefully, if something does change, if something is going to happen, maybe it's in the new season. I don't know. Maybe those fixtures come into the new season. That's a bit counterproductive, I feel. But if that is the case, then yeah, I'm not sure. But hopefully, at least if someone doesn't go up or go down, then we'll see some. We won't look at the cups in Spain. We'll see some jobs come available, which will help us no end. In terms of international competition, let's have a look at the Champions League quickly. So last results: PSG on penalties beating Ajax. So PSG, before the money comes in, have done it. Marco Simeone, they are quite good on this team, on this game. Players wise, you wouldn't think it to look at them, but they do. He comes from Monaco. He's a very good player. Always get goals and assists from him quite well. Quite an aging Ajax team, it must be said, even at this stage, although he's quite good. Let's see. So goal score, you can't see goal scores in these European competitions. That's very annoying. The Cup Winners' Cup, Marseille beating Liverpool, stopping them getting the double. Goals from Rizzatelli, Ravanelli, Michael Owen giving them the lead actually, and probably just edged at Marseille, but hopefully no match fixing scandals going on in this one. Let's see, 2-1 there. Competition history, yeah, okay. UEFA Cup, we've got Newcastle. Okay, Newcastle beating Atletico Madrid in the final there. Is this what I think this is where Juninho? I was going to say it's where Juninho got injured, but he didn't. Alan Shearer grabbing the goals for Newcastle, and Fernando, I think he came from Real Madrid. Oh, Betis, okay. Oh, a lot of money, nearly 12 million for him. So yeah, good season for Newcastle. I don't remember how they did in the league, but they've done the UEFA Cup anyway, so they've got a competition under their belt. Something that Newcastle fans would absolutely love to be able to say. The Super Cup was won by PSG, beating Stuttgart. Hang on, does that mean PSG have won the... They've won it 2 years on the bounce. They beat Newcastle in the final. Newcastle won to win the UEFA Cup. And they beat Ajax this year. So they'll be in the Super Cup again next year. World Club Cup then will also be PSG beating Penarol. Good team. They have some good players. This daughter is very good. There's someone else they normally have. I thought he was Spanish, but I thought that maybe they've sold him already. There was one other player normally in the team, but that Diego Dorto is a very good right winger. Cheap option as well if you get a work permit for him. So that's Europe. Oh, hang on, players tables. Okay, you can see top goal scorers, top average ratings. George Weah, there we go. Davor Suker, Bielica. So this is across all the competitions, I'm guessing. Alexander, oh, he looks very good. Alexander Osland might have to be someone I add to my shortlist list. Not my shortlist for this game, my actual general shortlist. Like an Excel sheet I've got. I might eventually make that available. It still needs a bit of fine tuning, a bit of work. Assists, there's Sir Les getting top assists. We've got Andreas Moller in there. Okay. Peter Nielsen. He's signed from Denmark. Brian Dean in there for Huddersfield. What the hell? Didn't even know they were in Europe. But you live and you learn. International competition. Let's have a look. There's no international tournament this year. What is it? It's going into Euro 2000 qualifiers. It must be. It's a group table. So currently Ireland top in their group. Core. I don't know if it's finished yet. No, it can't be finished yet. 1, 2, 3. There's 2 games left in that by the looks of it. So Ireland looking... Oh, I mean, it's tight. Russia pushing all the way. Even Switzerland are in there with a shout. So Ireland have got a bit to do. 4-4 F in 2. Tommy Coyne and Niall Quinn up front. Not the huge pace, but they've got Duff on the wing. We've seen him doing quite well. Let's see. So we'll go along with... And they have got Sean Devine in there. He is injured. He's at Dundee. He went to Dundee. Oh, yeah, we tried to get him and he went to Dundee. He had a shocker of a season. He'd have been top goal scorer for us. Obviously, we got Neverland in the end and he did more or less the same kind of thing. So, again, another tight group there. Denmark, Belgium, Yugoslavia pushing all the way. Czech Republic look to be fairly... Oh, there is a game in hand for Greece. So that does... How they got a game in... Oh, Finland. Okay, so they've got to play Finland, who aren't pushovers by any stretch of the imagination. But Czech Republic looking good. Greece looking okay. Scotland probably out of it at this stage. Depending on how that Greece game goes, maybe. They might be able to turn it around. But Belarus second there. But Germany blowing that away, unsurprisingly. Sweden you'd expect to maybe push on a little bit. Northern Ireland bottom. Oh, God. Not the home nation's not looking... Oh, Ireland's doing good. Northern Ireland not so good. And then in this one we've got Italy. Well, I mean, I'd say it's a bigger group, but there's more games. But I think they're there. Slovakia, Ukraine, possibly Israel can have a bit of a push. I think there's a certain number of second place playoffs in this. I don't think every second place gets it. It's the best. So many back in these days. I can't remember what it was back then, but Wales pushing for that option in Group 6 behind Spain, who of course are blowing it away, haven't lost, they've drawn 1. Doing well. We're trying to get to England. Where are England? Bosnia smashing that one. Romania just behind Croatia. Some good teams in there that aren't top. Bosnia surprisingly top really in that one. France and Norway and Armenia, wow. And Turkey aren't out of the mix either. Everyone's just smashing San Marino as you would expect. Quite topical at the moment. They've scored 2 goals though, which is probably more than you'd expect. Portugal second to England. Oh wow, okay. Portugal look like they're going to top that group. England just need to do something to, and it's still Glenn Hoddle. They need to do something to try and ensure that second place finish or that best second place to get in the playoffs. But I mean that's a lottery in itself. So yeah, and that's the last of those groups. Is there any player tables? We don't care about that. Top goal scorers: Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for Norway. Enrico Chiesa, obviously his son's big at the moment in Juventus and did well in the Euros over the summer. Finland, Kangsdorpe. I'm reading a lot of these out just so I can add them to my shortlist. Really, names I'm not completely familiar with. Barsegian I've seen him before. I think I've had him before. He's one of these ones that's his technique. Oh, he's got quite good technique. We might look at him for Spain. We need to get a top goal scorer. He might be someone we look at actually if we can't get any of our main options. We've got Miura, obviously still playing in real life now, which is ridiculous. That covers obviously Asia. This is covering Asia as well, and Africa. It's covering everything. Can we see? We can't see those things at the moment, so yeah, it doesn't really matter. Do we need to check anything else around the world right now? I don't think we do. Player search. Let's have a quick look at the transfers, see if anything's happened that's interesting. Dennis Irwin's gone to Arsenal. Ian Rush has gone to Sheffield United. That's as a player manager. I did actually see that pop up. He'd probably retire soon as well. We've got Chris Sutton going to Crystal Palace. I mean, he hasn't really played much with Blackburn really, but that's it for the English transfers. French transfers. Anything big? I don't think there was anything big here. A lot of free transfers, that sort of stuff. Nah, nothing in there really. It's still a bit early. The window's only just opened or opening. So we'll see a bit more movement, I'm sure, in the next couple of weeks. Dean Austin has been released. Anything else? I'm looking here as much as for myself as anything, just so I can keep an eye on who I might be able to bring in. Per Franson, he does get a lot of assists if you snap him up, so we might stick him on the shortlist. I could have done that with some of those other guys, couldn't I? I didn't know I had space on my shortlist, to be honest. I'll go back and do that after. Goalkeeper Belgium's got one on a free transfer. There's not too much. There's nothing incredible. I mean, there's some contracts probably. Sebastiano Rossi has gone on a free transfer, but he's a bit of an aging goalkeeper now. Yeah, nothing too. Obviously some of the contracts might go at the end of the season, then they might get released, but that'll be like the 30th of June, so we're not there yet. So I think that's probably a good space to wrap this episode up. I don't think there's anything. We'll have a quick look at jobs. No available at the moment. They've all been sorted. If we look at the reputation, currently 100th best manager in the world. Okay, I'm pretty sure we were in the 20s before. So even though we got promoted but finished second in 2 divisions in a row, we're not. I'm guessing we've dropped or what? I don't know. Have people just been better above us? But who's above us? Some of these I don't know. Henry Michel, obviously famous international manager, goes around like a lot of the African and Asian nations, I think. Gerard Houllier, not surprising. Bobby Gould, come on, man. Anyone really shocking? Hector Couper making his way in. He'll obviously be into Milan manager, Valencia manager soon. If he isn't maybe on the game already, because they get to the Champions League finals in a couple of years, don't they? Lose to Real Madrid and someone else, I think. Ian Rush, he's only just been appointed player manager and he's above us. Come on. It's embarrassing. Harry Bassett. No, a lot of no clubs above us. Who's top? Ricardo Gomez, PSG, not surprising. He's won the Champions League 2 years in a row. Guy Roux at Auxerre. Van Gaal, Barcelona, Ferguson. A lot of good names you'd expect there. Kenny Dalglish still at Newcastle. Okay. Rudi Antic at AC Atletico Madrid, rest in peace. Great coach. Remember him taking over Barcelona when they were a bit stuck in the early 2000s. I think they were close to relegation at one point. Had Ronaldinho, all those guys in the team, but just it wasn't clicking, and I think it had failed after Van Gaal. I think he'd lost the dressing room or something. I remember being in Tenerife watching a game. I can't remember who it was, but they just tore him apart. And yeah, but luckily they survived and they went on to do what they did. But unfortunately, they did actually beat Arsenal in the Champions League final a few years later on the back of that. That was 2002. I was in Tenerife, I think. I'm pretty sure that was the season they were bad. I definitely remember watching one of the games in our room before getting ready to go out that night. But I think that's a good place to wrap this episode up. If you are new to the channel, I didn't mention it at the start, please drop a sub. If you're new around here, obviously, if you did like the video, drop a like on the video. Any comments, anything you want me to see in these, if you think I'm missing in these, recap videos at the end, let me know in the comments or anything else, and I'll do my best to get back to all the comments. And until next time for the start of season 3, part 3 of the challenge, I will see you next time. Take care. Goodbye.